Okay, without much ado about nothing, tonight you just heard from Larry Safari, the same guy who sang the song. If you truly believe in the church, me, I don't want to know. If you truly believe in the Moscow, I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes and free yourself. Alright, it's the same guy who sang the song you just heard, VIP, the Vagabonds in Power. Larry Safari, keep it up. That's a good one yet again. After the lockdown, we shall be uploading the video, and then everybody will be able to see. But that's just a taste of what is coming up with next. Well, the topic tonight is about Governor Wike in River State. While every state is doing something in one way or the other to see how they can relieve people in the course of the COVID-19 lockdown or directive to ensure that the pandemic is contained one way or the other, interstate movement has definitely been locked. And within the states too, directives are in place to ensure that people do not spread it all around for states that have it confirmed. Well, Wike has done some things that are quite commendable, including ensuring that the directive is well complied with. At the same time, it did something also that people have considered very controversial, and then as a result, there are supports and attacks on the demolition of properties vis-a-vis the decision to auction vehicles seized that are caught moving down in violation of the lockdown directive. Well, I'm here tonight to ask what you feel about it. Do you think that was right? Would you support that action, or do you think it is wrong? Wiki is one person who is very strong, who is, anytime he decides to do something, he's bent on it, and he will do everything to ensure that he does what he says. If he says don't come into River State, you will be down. They will do you. They will do you, no. That's the way Wiki is. And then those I know him have said it. Well, if you're calling in via the Skype line to give your opinion on this subject matter tonight, please ensure that you give us reason you are supporting or opposing. Don't just say, oh, okay, maybe just give us a reason. Don't just say I support and quit, or I oppose, I quit. Some are giving reasons on social media like, no, you cannot be the person who is complaining, at the same time prosecuting, and at the same time judging, and at the same time executing the judgment. That it's an abuse, hyper abuse of power. Others say no, Nigeria needs iron hand, and that's the reason that we need to ensure that somebody like Wike is the person in charge of authorities and the rest of it. At the same time, others are saying, well, I support Wike's action because he's our man, not my person, or not my whatever your reason is tonight. Well, that is the Skype line. But for those of you who do not have Skype, well, I'll also give you this. This is the WhatsApp, but make sure it is a video call so that we can see your face. And also another rule, I have a directive too. I will act like Wike tonight. Another directive is that make sure that as you're calling in, you keep your opinion within 1 minute. I support the action and this is my reason, or I oppose the action and this is my reason. In fact, 10 seconds is very good. Just make it sharp and straight, just so that we can accommodate as many people as want to call in. But make sure it's a video call, whether you are doing Skype or you are doing WhatsApp call. I hope they work tonight. I remember I promised that we are going to do Zoom, but I have not been able to wrap it around how to bring it into this live mix. But a quick preview of what happened or what went down in River State. These are the buildings so demolished, Tel and the rest of them. Well, what do you believe? Don't ask me, because I will tell you straight. What I believe is that at best you could have converted those places to isolation centers. Government needs enough places where to isolate COVID-19 patients. Well, we can still try, and by the way, after all, there are some states that don't even want NCDC to work at all. Example of Kogi State, where the governor says he doesn't even want he doesn't even want to hear that anybody. So It's just like Kano. The other day, the Kano state governor did not also want to lock down. He didn't want to obey the directive. And by the time they realized anything, their cases are already more than Lagos. By the time, we begin to test people officially in Kogi State, maybe we should even start from the government house. We may already have over 200 cases from government quarters alone. And then by the time you enter town, haba, anybody. But anyways, I digressed. What is your opinion? I'm going to take the comments too. So if you cannot do call, do comment. I'll read the comments. But then let me also show you Emperor Wike in action while enforcing the lockdown in the states. I'll be back presently.
My son, take him off, take him. Take him, come on, take him. Someone should down the driver out. Take the man first. And I'm going to do this. Get out of here. Please. Give. Take him. Give. Give. Take him to the isolation center. I want to grab him. Get up for you. Put him in there and then do this. What will happen? People will take back now. Take the vehicle. People will take back wherever they're coming from. Take back. Take the vehicle. Take the vehicle.
All right, that's just a brief from Rivers State. You can call him Action Governor if you like. It's good to have action. You can also call him anything you also like. It's also good. You can also say he's an emperor, power drunk, and the rest of them, dictator. All those terms have been used for other past leaders, including Abacha and the rest of them. Well, it's all good. But what do you feel? Do you support the action, or do you think it is out of place? Well, this is the WhatsApp line to call. Video call if you want. And also this is the Skype line to call if you intend to do Skype. So I'll take comments for now while we see if anybody has luck getting the call through, because I know that there are issues with the device to some extent. But then I saw some comments already, some saying they support it, others saying it's their brother and that we should leave him. So it doesn't matter whether what he's doing is wrong. Somebody is asking, Maxwell on Facebook is asking, my brother, where is Vice President? That's what you should be talking about. Well, if I may respond to that, I'll ask you, what has the presence of the Vice President meant to us in this country before? It's just like people asking, where's Buhari? Or asking whether Buhari is the true Buhari in Aso Rock or Jibrin. Even when Buhari was not replaced with Jibrin, what was the use? I'm sorry. So, what are we going to do with whether it is the original or the fake? If it's a natural Kereke, say, put the WhatsApp number. Okay, this is it again. Sorry, that's the Skype. This is the WhatsApp number. But make sure it is a video call. I'm definitely going to switch it. Onye Yemisi Olanipekun says, I personally disagree with that, with what he did by demolishing the building. Instead, he can lock it down. I have a caller. Let us take this. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
very well.
It's good to have you.
Okay.
All right. So you see the subject matter already, and so just tell us in a bit what you feel about it. Are you in support of that action, or do you think it is too far-reaching?
You see, there is one thing that happens in Nigeria that sometimes when I hear people talking, I get surprised. Because when we are talking about life in Nigeria, people doesn't consider life.
Okay.
People don't consider health. We put in front what concerns us personally.
Okay.
So when the government says that they are working hard to stop this pandemic that is ravaging the whole world, people think that is a joke. You know,
all right. So in this case, you support the action of
Yes, in a
the
way,
governor.
I support the action with a condition, because I was listening to news when the governor was giving the conditions on what to maintain and what not to do and what to do.
Okay.
But these hotel owners cannot say that they're ignorant of that. They can't say that they did not have the governor talking about the lockdown,
Okay,
talking about
so
what's supposed to be done.
okay, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be the lawyer or the advocate for the hotel owner. I
Yeah.
don't even know the hotel owner. I don't even know where it is located. I've not been there before. But
Okay.
in a time like this, when government throughout the country is asking for people to give them space to use as isolation centers, do you think the best decision to punish offenders is to demolish? Or I don't understand. Government has not even invested enough in housing. You are demolishing the existing ones. Do you think that is okay
Okay,
as
in that
punishment?
aspect, yes, in that aspect, I understood your view. In that aspect, I don't think it's not good taking laws into your hands. But we know that the governor is the chief executive officer,
So
chief security
two
officer of the
wrongs can
state.
make a right in this case.
Yeah. It's chief security officer of the state. I think what he did is questionable. But what I want people to learn
I'm
is
not
that
yet.
we need
We are
to,
not justifying. We have called them offenders. They have
yeah,
offended. Nobody is
yes,
justifying the act. Even though we
yes,
also heard that some people had been in the state before the lockdown, people who do not have houses, and so they have to lodge somewhere. All right, okay.
yeah.
So even despite all of these antecedents, you are still not justifying the owners of the hotel. But we are asking whether that punishment to demolish is not extreme.
I didn't get you.
We are asking whether the punishment of demolishing the properties is not too extreme.
It's so extreme. Normally,
Okay.
they're supposed to the CEO of the hotel is supposed to be arrested.
So don't make it look like we are here to say people should stop supporting Wiki. No.
First of all, they're supposed to be
It is that
arrested and be
action.
questioned. Yes, they're supposed to be arrested and be questioned why they did not close and why they did not respect the order of the governor.
Exactly.
You understand? So that's the normal thing the governor is supposed to do. But there's one thing I want to tell you. There's one thing I want to tell you. Most of the times, people that carries these actions, they didn't even inform the governor that they are carrying this action immediately. I don't know if
It was there
governor
to
gave that
supervise the
one.
demolition. It was there. We showed the pictures. It was there. He supervised the demolition by himself.
Okay, I didn't watch that. I
It
didn't watch
was
that.
there. It was
But
there. So I
the
just
point
gave you
I'm
free
trying to make,
information.
the point I'm trying to make is that Nigerians don't respect orders.
Okay.
They say that the border lockdown, but today, people travels out of the state and goes to where. But what I want to tell people is that I know that hungry is very bad. But when this pandemic will spread to the extent that we hear that the next person in the next building to your house is dead out of this sickness, that time people will.
So sorry. Something muted it. I think another call is trying to check in. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time on the show. Other calls are jamming. Somebody else is here. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Shagun.
Yes. Good evening.
Good
Can
evening.
you can you
My name
switch
is
this to
Wale.
video call?
I don't have the background I want to put up for that.
I don't think it really matters. I don't also have a good background. It's just something plain. But let's go ahead. Let's take your comment all the same. Let's
Okay,
just
so
go through.
I just quickly want to say that what that governor did is all shades of wrong.
Hmm.
I found it laughable, and I feel very sorry for Nigeria when I've read some silly comments about people saying saying giving the wrong excuse for the right reason or giving the right excuse for the wrong reason. A lot of things I've heard they don't make sense to me. Why would you demolish a property? Like, just put things in perspective. You pay people, you borrow money. This is a country where they are borrowing money from China and the rest of the world to pay salaries and the rest.
Yes.
Now you borrow money from other countries around the world to pay people to demolish property. It doesn't make any sense. If this person has done something wrong, which is clear and very straightforward, there are other means of punishing the human being. Why would you demolish the property when you can make the most of the properties?
But don't you also think that sometimes if you don't take extreme action to make an example of some people, others will not comply?
Yes, I understand you. And I don't know the person in question. I don't know the owner of the hotel. But my belief is that we can make this person pay dearly for what they have. These people pay for what they have done, and still, make the best of the situation. For example, you want to demolish this property. Where are the taxes going to come from in the future? What happens to even if you go as far as making sure that they forfeit this property, not outright demolition. We should stop this habit of being power drunk and go destroying properties, that is a corporate citizen that was just the life of a corporate citizen was just ended. I'm not a lawyer, but in law, that hotel is a corporate citizen on its own. And you ended the life of that, of
existence.
That citizen.
All right, thank you very much
for
your time. We should allow other people also call in now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening. How are you? Okay, great. So you have the topic already. What's your own opinion about it? Sorry, 1 second. I think I have issue with the audio.
You can hear me clear?
Okay, I can hear now.
Okay. I watched an interview with Oshomole.
Okay.
Where Oshomole said it's in hotel in Abuja. Hotel in Abuja.
Okay.
Where Oshomole lodged in Abuja, they did not went there to go and demolish that hotel. But in a hotel was being demolished. Basically, the person that owned the property, their rank in the political field is different. Probably the person in Abuja better rank. Why the person in River State?
Right. Or it's probably in the opposition.
That kind of thing. So now, power drunk political governor actually had an opportunity to display. Actually, it's a mental kind of, it's a mad man to even go to that length of demolishing a property, all the name of enforcing a law. It was very good. We applaud him when he arrested some night immigrants who were trying to penetrate into the state. We applaud him over here and abroad. We applaud big shame to Nigerian politicians for the way they put things in their ways of life or the way they are.
Time and for calling into the show.
Thank you, Mr. Shege. You are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Shame on them.
Let it go well, please. Let it be stable like that. I'm not the one attacking Wiki. I'm just taking sample opinions. Alright? It's just an interview. Kegbeje, you want to demolish my internet. Alright, so let me go to the comments quickly. And then I want to see how possible we can make this a very short one and everybody can have their opinions represented. If you cannot call, do comment. I'm reading comments already. So Olajide says Wiki is wicked. Prince Bartho says a man hotel was demolished in Abuja just because an outside girl was dancing there. Nobody said anything, but all come out now to condemn someone who is saving lives of his people. Shame on all of you. I think the context are different now. Princess Caller hotels are demolished in Abuja as well. You guys can't get all information at once. Afolabi Akinwale says hi. Well, the question here is is that punishment uh is that punishment okay, or do you think it's too extreme, or do you think it's actually very okay? Because I believe that sometimes punishment is very important in order to serve deterrence on other people who have similar intentions of doing same or committing same offense over again. At the same time, punishments being too extreme might be perceived as deliberate attack on perceived enemies or opponents. I learned at one time that in Edo State, Oshewole did something similar, deliberately demolishing the house of an opposition PDP leader. I learned, I didn't confirm that, and that he deliberately did it and claimed that it was encroaching because he wanted to fix the road. He didn't even come back to fix that road on time, but just pretended that there was an attempt to fix that road and demolished a section of the road. He didn't demolish everything, so he demolished a part of the front of the house and stationed the bulldozer there with with the impression that he was coming back the next day to complete the demolition. So between that evening and the next morning, he had the owner of the property had to send emissaries to Oshomole to say, how come you go demolish my house like that? And that Oshomole, as it was narrated or related, that Oshomole then said, okay, no wala, what we'll do is that the person will join our party. That if you can join our party, so the person then agreed to join Oshomole's party because Oshomole actually needed that person. That was why he decided to go and demolish the person's house. And then he demolished the property and then built it back for him. He built it back after demolishing it, and then went to build it back because the person has agreed to join the party. So he no longer was fixing the road and demolishing the house. He just wanted to show power and to attract the person to the party by assaulting the person's house. Similarly, I learned that in this case in Rivers State, that the owner of the hotel is not necessarily an opposition person. That in fact the person might be maybe one youth leader of the party, but Oshomole just wanted to show that he can do anything to anybody regardless of how close or whatnot. But at any rate, I think we have come to a point where I've taken enough samples as for those who are present. This is past 11 p.m. and I understand that not many people are online right now to join. So many people will be able to play back when they wake up and find this live broadcast. But what is important is that whatever you see, I don't want it to be too long so that people can always play back. Okay, I have another caller. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. 1 second, let me get the audio in. All right, so please fire on.
Okay, so we all know, Nigerian government are used to demolishing people's property, but not thinking twice. For example, if you remember of the property of Evans, the kidnapper, you see a fine building. Yes, I know that the money was gotten from kidnapping and all that, but a sensible leader can actually sell that house and use the money for something else, or can actually give that house to motherless babies for them to use it in abortion. But bringing it down is a waste of resources and all those things.
Okay, so in a nutshell, you don't support bringing the property down.
They've used it for something else, or seize it, or make them pay a fine.
Okay.
And now, somebody is going to lose.
And
if that man take him to court, he might actually win.
So you're advising the owner of the property to go to court because he might win?
You have to be my property back. Give me another punishment. Give me a punishment. But then you have to be the property. But let me ask a question. Right?
Okay.
If people, they say everybody stay indoors.
Yes.
Okay, let's say I'm in River State. I'm not from River State. But I just went there for business, and before the law was passed, everybody stay indoors. I have to stay in a hotel. I don't have any property.
Yes.
I have to stay in a hotel. So what if the man customer or somebody in that shoes. So they have to stay in a hotel.
Yeah,
Someone is working.
I said it earlier because it happened to me also. There was a particular time, I think it was the first week of the lockdown. I was already in Ogun State. And so the lockdown directive met me in Ogun State. I lodged in a guest house. All right, even though I understand that guest houses have been asked to close. But then the lockdown met me in Ogun State and I was doing something there. So will I quit the hotel and start heading to Lagos when the roads, when there's no movement on the road?
Okay. But
So
everybody have
it's
to
just to
say,
corroborate what you're saying.
the thing is, Nigerians do not understand what it means by isolation. It
Mm.
doesn't mean you cannot go do whatever you want to do, but at least, even if you're doing your business, still keep that isolation. I still go to work, but I maintain, everybody maintain isolation. But then Nigerian law enforcement are using it to beat up citizens and people who are in power.
The audio is very low. I don't understand why. But anyways, we have taken your contribution and I want to thank you for that. Let me bring in our next caller. Good evening, madam. How are you? Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah, I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly.
Okay, great.
I'm hearing you clearly. Yeah.
Okay, great. So fire on. Let's have your own response to it. We are dealing with poor connection already here. So sorry.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, my own opinion about it. And what that man did, what that government did, is very wrong. Are you hearing me clearly? Are you hearing me, Shegun?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. What does he call? What do they call his name?
Yes, Governor Wike.
It says that there is a way you can give someone punishment. It can knock that building out. It can knock it off instead of just demolish building. It's very wrong. What Nigeria has turned to a last country. Until they didn't like, they don't have a common sense. So they do. But they have common sense. They don't have common sense. Yeah, so it can punish that man not to build it up instead of saying he wants to just forget everything done. Maybe it's unknown, you don't know. So what is going to be the happen to that man now? It's very, very wrong what he did. So that's why I personally I disagree with him. He can punish him in another way, but not to get their building. So that's my own opinion.
Thank you very much for making it very brief. Thank you for your time. All right. All right. Maybe I should take one or two more calls, but I don't want it to be too long for the sake of those that are going to be calling back, playing the video back. If it's too long, they might be too discouraged to want to play back. But then I'll do some few, and then I'll round it off this way. That if you want to punish, there are ways of doing it. The essence or primary function of government is to protect lives and properties. So if you're not destroying properties that is your primary function to protect, then what's point are you trying to make? Okay, let me take this as the last caller for tonight. Hello, good evening. They won't even let you stay. Hello.
Yeah, bro. See, I don't support wickedness, right? But what Wike did is very, very good.
Okay.
Ayefele house was demolished. A business center in Ibadan was demolished. Complete. That is government for us.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm with you. Oh my.
Yeah, Ayefele was demolished.
Yes. I'm with you.
Can I write on?
Yes, go ahead.
Ayefele business center was demolished.
In Ibadan.
Tony Kabaka was demolished.
Yes.
He what is it called? The kidnapper house was demolished. See,
what were their own offenses? In Ayefele's instance,
their own offense.
It was alleged that his property, his building, encroached on the public road, so they had to cut the path that stretched into the road.
Yeah. Likewise, Ayefele came out and said his property was not on the road. Tony Kabaka also came out and said his hotel was not on the does not belong to the government, was not on the government land. See, I will simply tell people.
No, the punishment. Sorry, see, when they sentence somebody, when somebody is being tried for murder, the punishment for murder is capital punishment, which will also be murder.
Fine.
The sentence will be maximum. But if you commit traffic offense,
of course,
is the punishment the same as somebody alleged to have committed murder?
No, they are quite different.
The context is completely different. The punishment for somebody. Okay, go ahead.
See, for me, we all have different way of doing things. Like in Lagos, 2 hotels were just shut down according to Lagos reports. What Babajide Sanwo-Olu did. We all have different way of handling issues. Sure, you understand? To me, I will support Wike till tomorrow. If I have to say there is a lockdown somewhere and you see, it pains me even in my area. I saw some hotels, some normal hotels coming up, having clubs and doing this. If I have to be in the weekend show, I will do the same. Come to VI here. Radisson Blue is shut down. You can't even penetrate the door. Intercontinental is shut down. Intercontinental hotel is shut down. You can't even penetrate the door. Babatunubu, what is it called? We have Intercontinental. Oriental is also shut down. You can't penetrate into those places. If anybody is telling me there is an hotel running, that is a local hotel. It is not a 5-star hotel. Those hotels are not 5-star hotels. They are not hotels that were well recognized and well known. Wike did the best, because later a news that comes to me from a very reliable source was that when these guys, NDCC guys, went there, the owner of the hotel brought out gold to chase them away. Now, as a governor, you now have a report that something of such happened. Will you be happy?
Is that what happened in that case in Rivers? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that is what happened.
In that place
that is what happened.
Where it was demolished.
The guy, the owner that brought out gun to chase people away.
Has he been arrested?
No, not yet.
Okay. I would rather that muzzle of demolishing it is put into finding the guy and arresting him instead of demolishing.
To me, like I said, Sheldon, there are different ways.
Nigerians don't have enough homes yet, though. But anyways, but I like the way you argued it. I like it. Thank you so much.
For sure. We have different way of taking things. For me, I will do the same thing. I swear down.
Okay.
I swear down.
I don't mark your face now. Don't contest too.
All right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. All right. Rishi. All right, but that was a good way to argue an issue. But let me come back to the comments, and then we might just close it there. Unruly on Facebook says, yes, that's what happened. It chased the task force members away. Now, the guy attracted something truly. The guy attracted something terrible. All right. Okay, I think I have another. Let's see. All right. So while I'm waiting for the next, which probably will be the last one, and then I will no longer take another one. Somebody says DJ Bonksi D say Shegun, this guy is a big fool. It's a good it's good Shegun people calling on video so we can know see how Nigerians think in this situation. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Actually, I want to lend my voice to this topic because it is really disappointing the way Nigerians are people who I feel that what is bad, you understand? So, irrespective of, even if somebody, maybe they beat somebody in that house, they beat a security officer, or even if they were holding party there, there's no reason why Wike should breed down that property. Wike is not the court, he's not the judiciary. Do you understand? He has no right whatsoever. Saying he gave an executive order. Which law is that? Which law was it passed? Even if it's kidnappers, I've seen many kidnappers that they have seen, caught them, they didn't even bring down their building, they sealed the building, and government took over the building. Why will you go and bring somebody's building down over nothing because he didn't disobey lockdown order? For what? So if he's the president, what will he do? Tell me.
Big
Ordinary River State. Ordinary River State alone.
River State is not ordinary. Oil producing state.
This is just one state among 36 states.
Yeah.
This is just one state among 36 states. For somebody disabling lockdown order and you're bringing his house, then for the president, then you start shooting people on the streets. Most of them condemning Buhari's government and worse than Buhari. People are coming out on social media and openly saying that they are supporting Wike. Are you mental? Are you running mad? That is crazy.
Okay.
We are dispensing for change, and we are saying we are supporting somebody who is acting without the rule of law.
Okay.
Was any investigation done?
So in a nutshell, you don't support it. I said in a nutshell, you don't support it.
You said?
I said in a nutshell, you don't support the demolition.
Of course. He should follow the rule of law. He's also a lawyer. He knows the rule of law. And he should follow it. It's so sad, it's so annoying.
Thank you very, very much for your contribution to this very important topic. Yes, I think that's all I want to do as per calls tonight. And then I don't want to belabor those that want to watch back. I don't want them discouraged. I don't want to disrespect people at the same time. Hello, good evening. Yes, please. I'm already rounding off, but I would allow you to just make your contribution in 10-15 seconds, please, sir.
Okay, then. I think Wike is very wrong. Like the last caller said, the action should have been backed by the law. Since it's missing, then he has no right whatsoever. That is sheer wickedness. And I reckon the owner of the hotel should sue him. Basic. Have a good evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being very brief. So, at this point, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I'm going to leave you just with the same person I started with, and that is in the person of Larry Safari. Larry Safari, as some of you know, is one of my favorite guys producing music, just the way I love Idris Abdulkarim, Dede Mabiaku. You guys know my circle now. Larry Safari just cooked another one, Vagabond in Power. Let's enjoy it as we close.